Imported from Latveria.
And then essentially...
We drink it all the time. It's good stuff.
It should.
You have to like it. Otherwise.
And then Simmons kind of became the Doom character in himself. Well, I wrote some jokes really fighting game related. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the first one or if you know, like, Marvel 2.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, man, it was like Strider and Doom, best friends forever type jokes. And like, no one's gonna get this shit.
Rocks
Like,
to the end,
no one's gonna
baby.
understand what's going on. And it was actually kind of funny because Simmons went with it and actually made it really funny. So props to him. And then we brought in Mike.
I don't think the toothpaste joke was game related.
True. And it was kind of bad. Then we brought in Mike.
That was the best part.
And Mike, you've been playing Wesker for how long?
I've been cosplaying Wesker since Fanime 2 years ago.
So 30 years ago you were cosplaying Wesker. And I kind of just wrote these basic Wesker gags. I wanted him to be like, I actually wrote this in a Christian Bale freak out scene, and we had that in one of the original episodes. Was there any other, oh my god. Was there any other inspiration besides like Wesker that you brought to the show that you wanted to put in besides like the script?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys hadn't noticed, I pretty much took Les Grossman and put him in a Wesker costume.
That's
Probably
idea ever.
Literally, I kind of was like, all right, let's make Wesker really hot-headed. I can't remember who came up with the idea to make Wesker a raging alcoholic. I can't remember who it was back.
I just wanted him to be drunk.
I think you actually asked me, you're like, what are some things to make Wesker funny? And I think I was like, well, I'd make him drunk. And you're like, cool, because that's what I want to do. And yeah, just play him like he's just filled with absolute rage. Like all those moments in game where he's just pissed, because you listen to his voice track, he's pissed constantly.
Yeah.
And times that by 100.
It's a shitty haircut.
And he uses Phoenix. So what happened after that? Unfortunately, X23 isn't here. She wanted to show up, but there are some bad things happening on the freeway right now which are going to prevent it. But X23, as you guys might be aware or might not be aware, is actually my sister. And I brought her in to play, yeah, right. I brought her in to play the part, and that episode actually was really difficult to shoot because we chose to shoot it outside of places besides the living room. Worst idea ever. You wouldn't believe, like, we shot it in a parking garage. How many people would walk by just, what the hell is going on? We're like, oh, it's okay, just keep going.
Just the girl in the wig.
Just a chick in a wig and a dude with long hair. And that episode took, you weren't there for that one, but that one was pretty rough. X23 came out pretty well, but then which is actually my favorite episode, and I'd like to see what your guys' favorite episodes are as well.
Doom has to comment, that was a really, really awkward episode. I've known his sister since she was 12, and I had to hold her hands and sing, you know, Doom can show you the world.
She was gonna make out with you till she saw your face.
That was the hardest scene I've ever done. I walked around Santa Monica full costume, got called Harry Potter. Didn't give a crap, but that was so hard to sit there and like stare Tess right in the face and go, I have to give like make-out eyes to her.
Just the eyes.
And then she's all like, oh, I'm taking off the mask. And, oh, no, you're not going to see it.
There's a really good outtake that Max is showing me some of the outtakes that didn't make the outtake reels.
Yeah, there's a lot.
During the Deadpool shoot, there's this hilarious outtake during the scene where Tess was about to lift up Doom's mask, and it was an outside shot where you can see her putting her hands on the mask, and she's just playing around, you know, in between takes. She gets right up in his face and says something really cutesy and like giggles, and Simmons was supposed to say something back, and he's just like, I was like, no words, not a single word. He just,
There's a lot of those actually. We were one day when we were shooting the first episode of Deadpool. I don't know if you guys have seen. How many guys have you seen Deadpool? Sweet, 3, 4.